friends. Welcome to yet another Saturday live stream. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? This Saturday, I feel a little sleepy, which isn't good, but I'm here. That's all that matters. So everything is good and dandy. Can you hear me all right? Everything good? Hello, Vichy. Welcome. My goodness me. Are we ready to get some productivity underway, my friends? I am. I'm ready to get some writing done. I have everything open in front of me. So that's fun and wonderful. But yes, what are you guys all getting up to today? What are you going to be working on? If anything. Oh, my smoothie is leaving condensation everywhere. No. What's everyone going to be working on? Let me know in the comments as we get this settled and going. I'm going to let the internet know that we're live. Because we are live. We're live. I realized that it was on Boomerang. Don't want it to be. Okay. Yes, what's everyone going to be working on today? This lovely, lovely Saturday. Okay. The internet knows. Everything is great and grand. Bishu says, don't want to jinx it. Maybe I'm going to write. Ooh, that'll be fun for the first time in about 5-6 years. My goodness. How have you gone that long without writing? That's so long. I could never. My body depends on the creative writing. I have 2 live writing sprints on. Well, I hope it does motivate you into doing something creative, at least. That's exciting. It's a good way to spend a Saturday. Love that. I'll be working on a second story, as I usually am. You're going to have that one out ready for you guys in a couple months, which is very exciting. Couple months, 3 months, something like that. Exciting. So I got to get this draft done. I got to get it done, which is so fun. I'm currently like 17,000 words into it right now, into draft 3, cruising right along. Hopefully going to get around 20K today, or get up to the 20K mark today, I should say. Don't want to get 20K today. That would be so much, so much in one sitting. I don't even think that would be possible for me. But yes. What about the rest of you? There's a few of you who are watching who aren't commenting. What are you guys going to be working on? I'm curious. My desk is a mess. There's also a neighbor using some kind of like really aggressive blender right now. Like, sounds like a coffee grinder kind of level. Maybe it's an immersion blender. That's probably what it is. It's very annoying. They use it every once in a while. It sounds like I don't know. It sounds like one of those lawn trimmers, but there's snow in the ground, so I know it's not a lawn trimmer. Anyways, all right. So today we're going to be doing some read in sprints, as is usual. I'm going to pull up my tomato timer friend. He's my favorite, just so I have him in the background ready to go. But yeah, Saturday. You guys up to anything fun this weekend? Or is it just usual kind of relaxing, getting stuff done around the house? I did a couple things this morning. Did a bunch of running around. Their regular weekend party. Is it an actual party? Because that is so annoying. My goodness. All neighbors are a lot. I live in a building, though, that's made out of concrete, so it is quieter than living in a building that would be made out of wood, which is most of the buildings in my city are made out of wood. So I'm lucky that it's not super loud. And I am also on it's a 2-level thing, and I'm on the top floor, so I don't have anyone above me, but neighbors upstairs started getting their regular weekend party. Well, hopefully it doesn't go too late, because that would be rough. That would be real rough. Oh my goodness me. We have snow since yesterday, so the big walk today and tomorrow was celebrating Chinese New Year with family. Hey, that'll be fun. I like that you guys have had snow since yesterday. How not Canadian you guys are. My goodness. Hello, Amy. Welcome to the stream. You know, coffee is the greatest confetti. He's got it right. Techno party usually till 12 a.m. Oof. Awful. At least I don't go till like 2, 3 in the morning, but still. I wish upon you the best noise canceling headphones for that. I know you can like feel it in your bones when it's that loud, but oof. Ugh. Anyways, let me grab my dice. So we're ready to go for when we start sprinting. There's gonna be 4 sprints today, like usual. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be yawning this much. Maybe I need more coffee. I might get that during the sprint. Get a coffee going. Get this energy back up. But anyways, should we dive into our first sprint? I know it's a little quick, but are we ready to go? Are we feeling prepared? Woo! I rolled real good. We either have a 19 or a 19. How does 19 minutes sound for our first sprint, friends? I guess we could do a 19 or a 23 minute. It's up to you guys. Let me know what you'd rather do as I get our little friends set up here. 19 minutes or 23-minute sprint for our first sprint of the day. A little warm-up sprint. Whatever you guys prefer to do. I'm down for either, of course. Y'all let me know, and I'll get us going. Oh no. Yeah, the coffee is in order for sure. My goodness me. You guys okay with doing 23 minutes? I'll put it in. Unless y'all prefer 19. Hello, Morgan. Hello, Grayson. Oh my God, just got back from Target. Incredible. How much money did you spend that you didn't need to spend? This is one of those stores. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time. Just in time for us to get started here. Are we all right with a 23-minute sprint, my friends, to get us going for our first sprint of the day? Get us going on this Saturday productivity. I really hope you cannot hear my neighbor. I had coupons. Incredible. I love that. Target is one of my favorite places. I live in Canada and we don't have any Targets. So going to the States is a treat. I haven't been in many years because of the pandemic and the dollar is terrible between Canadian and the US, but I love Target with all my heart. 23 is good. 23 is good. All right, friends. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's get into our very first sprint of the day. Get our productivity going. I will. Oh, that's what's missing. I was like, why is it so quiet? Didn't have my music going. All right, friends, I will see you in 23 minutes. Enjoy your sprint. Hello, friends. How do we feel at the end of that sprint? It shocked me. It really shocked me. I was not expecting that timer to go off just then. Okay, let's see where I'm at. I'm realizing that this chapter I'm in is too large and I need to break it into pieces. I'm at 18,805 words in this draft so far. Love that for me. I don't actually know how I'm going to be able to cut this in pieces, though. Because the whole thing is a bookshop scene. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Grayson ate lunch and pulled up homework. Wonderful, wonderful. Hello, Maya. Welcome to the stream. Ready to start today, only about 100 words. That's all right. Still better than no words. We love to hear it. Hopefully the next sprint gets you more in tune with things. The coffee didn't help. It hasn't helped yet. Oh my god. Oh well, at least I have my be careful or you might end up in my novel mug going though. That's very fun for me. Ooh, the inside of my nose is dry. Hurts, it's cracking. What are we all drinking, eating, enjoying right now during our sprint? Please let me know. That'd be lovely. Wrote 25 words in the last 2 minutes. Stared at the right paper. You know what? That's awesome, Bishi, though, because you did write those words. That's awesome. That's like, what, 2 sentences? 3 sentences? Amazing. Killing the game. It's almost a paragraph. I love it. I love it. So this sprint, I worked on a chapter in part 2 of a second story. Just kind of transposing the edits that I have by hand in my printed out manuscript here into my computer. Very fun, very fun. I left Iranian food, dal, long rice, and paneer tikka masala. Very nice. And Triscuits. Hey, that sounds amazing. 4 sentences. I was wrong. That is a paragraph. Heck yeah. I love it, Mishi. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, B. Yes. I don't know how many words I wrote because where did I end last time? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm here. Okay, let's see how many words that was. About 1,100 words. Very nice. Awesome. That's about standard when I'm doing transcription. Because I gotta, it's a lot faster to transcribe something than it is to fast draft it. So, or to edit it as you're going, which I am kind of doing as well. I'm editing some things. But yeah, I just realized exactly how long this chapter was. So I am going to have to cut that in half. Which is okay. Because the rest of my chapters I'm actually realizing are more like kind of hovering in the 1,000, mid 1,000 and a half range for words. So I don't want like one chapter that's like 2,600 words, I want to keep them relatively balanced. Not much written during the sprint, but I was able to read the previous chapter and decided I need to start chapter 2 differently. Ooh! Very exciting, Gloria. I hope you wrote down what your plan is for the rewriting of chapter 2. Very exciting. But yes, I'd love to know if any of you are drinking coffee or tea or whatever. I know that Grayson just had lunch, or at least leftovers. But I currently have a coffee that I made this morning at like 8:30 that I heated up. I have the remnants of a smoothie that I'm getting through. I ate a little bit of lunch before the stream, so I'm not that snackish right now. I just have 2 things that I'm drinking, and I might go get my water. Where did I put my water? Oh, it's in my bag behind the computer. So I might drink some more of that because I'm very thirsty right now. And I feel like I'm getting a cold because I feel so congested and I sound really congested to myself. So I hope that you guys can't hear that. I mean, second, when it comes to drinking water, I'm trying to have more today. Yeah. Love that. Be hydrated, my friends. hydrate yourselves, stretch, make sure you're getting up and moving around, keeping yourselves limber. Woo! My goodness me. Having water and early dinner like 3 hours ago. Nice! Very nice. I always forget that y'all are like international from me. Far away from me. I usually have a drink with me when I'm writing. Probably most often coffee or water or both. Usually both, because I'm the kind of person who has multiple drinks going at once, which is evidenced by the fact that I have a smoothie and a coffee and water very soon. But yeah, it's a good time when you're writing with different things around. But yes, how are you all feeling about your works in progress? That's a good question to ask. How are you feeling about them? Do you have good bubbly feelings? Are you tired of working on them? Are you really irritated at a character? How are you feeling? I am loving being back in a second story. I mentioned in one of my vlogs recently when I picked back up a second story that I was worried after having the NaNoWriMo fiasco with Project Luck, which is hopefully going to be the second book in this series. We'll see, with the fact that it just really didn't go well. And I was worried that I was going to like make me lose my joy for this world in this series. But being back in this world is just exceptional. Having read it through by hand and like experienced the joy, it's good. It's good. And I'm excited to get it all together for you guys and give it to you this year, this spring, in a couple months. Drank like half a liter while staring at the screen, so I can recommend drinking more water. Yeah, I find that having my water bottle nearby helps always. Oh my gosh, I am asleep. I feel like it's going so a little over. I just want to query already. That is a whole mood, Grayson. That's a whole mood. I feel that in my bones. I feel like there's a certain point you get to when you're editing. I've realized now that I've gone through the like fully like drafting editing process and then tried to query with my middle grade. There's a point where you come to with your projects, you're like, I literally cannot work on this anymore. I need to know if this is good or if I should even be working on it. So I need to give it to agents and hopefully get a positive response. But yeah, it's almost like I need to get this off my plate and off my brain for a while. I feel that. Working on edits for Shade of the Shadowlands, finished everything except adding a scene in. Oh, that's so exciting, Amy. Oh my goodness. And then it's off to beta readers, right? I think that's what you said in your writing update. Drafting book 3 of my trilogy, and it's been a little difficult. I'm ready for the series to be done so I can write other things. So that's exciting, Morgan. Book 3. That's really exciting. I've never actually written like a proper series with like sequels and stuff, so I'm a little scared of it. Even though every single story idea that I have is a series idea, I'm scared to like put together a series because it feels like it's going to be just like so much work beginning to end. But that's really exciting. That's really exciting. First drafts, I'm trying to embrace the mess. Heck yeah. First drafts are just roiling garbage fires in my experience. Especially like Project Luck, which I was working on for NaNoWriMo. Absolute trash fire. There was moments, and like it was probably the worst first draft I've ever written, because there were moments where I was like, I know I need this information eventually, but I know that it's not supposed to go where I'm putting it, and it just ugh. But embrace the mess, yes. And he's looking for beta readers, so I may even post the application today. So friends, if you think YA fantasy romance is your thing, check that out. Hello Jenna, welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. We're all sticking in there. It is January 21st. That is bananas. How are we already January 21st? Oh my god, that's crazy. Holy man. Holy man. That's nuts. Oh. Anyways, all right, friends. Should we dive into our second sprint? I feel like we've been chatting for a long enough time. Where are my dice? Man, the dice are rolling pretty good today. How do we feel? How do we feel about a 29 or a 31-minute sprint? How do we feel about that length of a sprint, my friends? 29 or 31 minutes. Y'all let me know what you prefer. It's very small differences, but you know, that's what happens when you roll two really large numbers and then a 2. Or a 3, not a 2. Oh my goodness. 3 back-to-back votes for 31 minutes. Heck yeah, friends. All right. That's what it'll be then. 31 minutes of incredible productivity. All right, all right. Oh, and a 4th one. Incredible. Y'all are the best. All right, let's get sprinting. Enjoy. I'll see y'all in a half hour. friends, we're back. We're done. Second sprint is over. How do we feel? How are we doing? I changed up the music. If it annoys any of you, please let me know, and I will just stop using it. But I like having something on in the background sometimes. Just kind of fills the void when I don't talk. How are we feeling? Life is good. I don't know where I am in this draft anymore. Let me check my word count in a second here. Part 2's word count is sitting at 8,574 words. Overall, the draft is sitting at 19,956 words. So, love that for me. The textbook I'm reading is so boring. Oh, God. Textbooks are made to be boring, aren't they? I tried to make them more fun when I was going to university by annotating the hell out of them and then reading some parts out loud in random accents, because that was the only way for me to, pay attention to things sometimes if I was saying it out loud and actually like annotating it. One of my textbooks for one of my sociology classes on, I think it was Death and Dying in Canada. That textbook was covered in highlighter and pen. It was literally like every line, every page was just, because that's just what I did. I just read with a pen in my hand. It was the only way to make the information stick. So I do hope you can find something to make that textbook more fun. Amy's got her beta reader application posted. If any of y'all are intrigued by it, it is live on her Linktree. So exciting. Speaking of link trees and stuff, I don't know if you guys knew, but I now have a website, an author website live. Very exciting. And if you go onto my author website, there's also a newsletter sign up spot that you guys can sign up for. That's the word. If you so desire, to get monthly newsletters from me, with like writing updates and channel updates, life updates, reading updates, etc. I'm excited about it. That's also going to be where a lot of my like ARC signups are going to be for when I have that ready for a second story. It'll probably be like cover launches going a little bit early, like this, setting them up live a little early and all that good stuff. But just so you know, the link is in my description. It's a PDF. Oh, even worse. I'm so sorry, Grayson. I'm so sorry. Oh, reading things on your computer is like the bane of my existence, especially when it's like dry and boring. But yes, that sprint was productive for me. I'm still loving it. Still loving the book. I'm getting to a part coming up here at the end of part 2 that I need to kind of, I don't know, lengthen a bit of it, because it felt extremely fast when I was reading it. I was like, oh, that's a fast reaction. Let's do that. Let's like go back in and make it just a little bit more stretched. So I'm gonna do that, hopefully, in the next sprint. Maybe not the next one, maybe the next one after that, because I do have another chapter to write after this one. But hopefully very soon I get to that. Get part 2 finished up. Zooming right along. I'm hoping to have this to my editor by the end of January. She's going on a vacation or a trip at the beginning of February, though, so I told her I would get it to her before then, but I'm not like expecting her to take it on and take it with her. I just want her to have it so that I don't have to worry about things after the fact. But someone just signed up to my newsletter. That's so fun. I love that. But yes, I'm excited. I'm really excited that I'm kind of, starting these self-publishing steps, and you guys are following along with me. Anyways, what kind of questions do we got for y'all? What do I always like to ask? Was that you, Amy? I didn't recognize the email. Oh yeah, it says Amy. That's good. I love that. That's so funny. I love your publishing house. Thank you. I don't actually know, because I know in the US you can like create your own publishing house, because I know you just did that, Amy, and I know Sarah did that too, Sarah Sutton. But I was trying to like figure out how to do that in Canada, because our self-publishing things are different. And I don't know if you can. So I'll have to keep looking at that a little bit deeper, but in like my imaginary world, it's gonna be listed as Arrowmount Publishing. And the whole like book series is gonna be Arrowmount books. So it's gonna be exciting. And at some point there's gonna be a like short story and novella collection that's gonna be like stories from Arrowmount or something like that. Like is going to be all things. So it's the Arrowmount setting is where all the books are going to take place. And I thought maybe doing like the Arrowmount Publishing symbol on the spine when I get my cover designer super thing all done and stuff, which is exciting. My cover artist, actually, she messaged me the other day and was like asking my opinion on certain kind of elements that I'm going to be including in the cover, and it's making me so excited to see sketches from her. I want to see them now. I want to see the things. I want to know what she's doing. I want to know her brain process. But she's also in grad school right now, so she told me she'd have like the whole cover done by the mid-March. So hopefully April will be when I get to show you guys the cover and all that good stuff. But super interested to see how self-published. Honestly, same. I haven't done enough. I feel like I haven't done enough research on my end to like see like the differences between Canadian and American. But like right off the top, I Googled like ISBNs and stuff, because I knew I was going to have to buy a bunch if I was following the US ISBN thing, because you have to buy them in like bulk or whatever. Or you don't necessarily have to, but it's cheaper if you do. And I went and Googled it, and ISBNs are free in Canada, which is so exciting. So less money for me to spend. ISBNs are free, so I gotta actually sign up for my ISBN and do all that with the library situation here that we have. And once that is done, I'm going to submit my book to the Goodreads librarian people, because I was also looking at how to do that, because you used to be able to add a book yourself to the database to Goodreads, but now you have to like send it into the Goodreads librarians to like add it. So I'm going to do that so that people can start adding it on Goodreads and all that stuff, because I know like pre-order links and stuff like that for Amazon, from just being aware of like watching other people, sometimes it's like you have to have like a finalized draft and stuff like that when you're doing all that. So I want to make sure that I have that kind of ready to go in March, kind of a thing. I'm hoping to have everything draft wise pretty much done and ready in the KDP system, so that April is kind of smooth and stuff. And if anything happens, I can deal with it then. But yeah, if you guys have any like specific questions that you want me to cover in a video, please let me know and I will write them down and I will try and answer them. Gloria, I got 412 words with a lot of holes to fill that I'm happy with. Heck yeah, Gloria, we love to see it. Sometimes drafting is like that. I found that with my last fast draft that I was doing, it was a lot of just like, okay, I know this is what she says, but then like all of this other stuff happens. So I need to like write in brackets, this happens. And then I go to the next part and it's just a whole kerfuffle. But it's good to like leave yourself like context clues to fill in later. And then editing, you have to deal with it. Putting together the cover design is the most exciting part to me. It all feels real once I have that visual. I'm going to fully lose my mind when I see my friends' sketches, and I know this already because I've commissioned her to do art for me before. She is the one, I will tell you this, she's the one who did my end screen, like the art that I use for my end screen on all my videos. My friend Tessa Brennan is my cover artist, which is so exciting. And she did that art, and she does a lot of like different kind of styles of art. She's very, I don't know, she's got a couple like very unique styles of art. And she also did a portrait for me of my character Rose, who is from a book that I have since shelved. but I'm looking at it because I have it on my gallery wall. And I absolutely lose my mind every time I see sketches from her. Fully lose my mind. So, and that's not even with the final product. So I'm really excited because I know that when she sends me the sketches and stuff, she wants to meet with me again, like over Zoom, and chat about things that I want changed or like elements that I really want in there. So I'm excited about it, like to have, I don't know, because I know like a lot of authors out there in traditional publishing have very little say in their covers. If you're lucky, you get to like put your like have input in what your cover is or like send inspiration and stuff. But from what I've heard, some authors get like no say at all, which ends up in like covers that authors really hate, right? Like I know recently the Lessons in Chemistry book that was like kind of really popular last year. I know she didn't like, the author really didn't like the American cover because there's a sentence in the book, like a sentiment in the book that the main character's like, I think that like something about the fact that she really hates that things that are directed at women often gets pink covers. And then the US publisher gave her book a pink cover. And she was like, that's not what I wanted. But so I think the idea of like self-publishing and having your hands in it and getting a product that you really, really want and that you like champion, I think is pretty cool. Yes. Yeah, you can use Amazon's thing, but I think with Amazon's thing, I don't know if you're able to use it outside of Amazon then, right? So if you want to sell it anywhere other than Amazon, you have to get your own ISBN, if I remember correctly, because Amazon has a loophole, right? They just want to lock you into all of their stuff, but I really don't want to do that because I also want to sell on Kobo, which is the like Indigo online situation. Oof. Yeah, honestly, like, and I've heard of other authors like not liking their covers. So if you're not like a super popular author, like you, like Cassandra Clare, I think even said that at the beginning of her stuff, like she didn't really have a say in her covers. But eventually, I guess you would have enough say if you are a pretty popular book cover or a book person. If you're a pretty, you guys know what I mean. An author, if you're a pretty popular author, I think you have say. But yeah, I like that this is just me ranting about self-publishing. We lost like 3 people watching. You're right. If you have to move from Amazon, you have to get a new ISBN. Yeah, that makes sense. Amazon is a lot. I've just been hearing about the Amazon Audible situation where they just don't pay indie authors like any money for putting their audiobook on there, like the whole Brandon Sanderson thing, which is like, people are like, I don't know, people are all up in arms about Brandon Sanderson every other day for like kind of legit reasons, but also just like chill reasons, just chill. But I'm glad that a big author like him is kind of taking a stand against Audible in a way of like, pay your creators, pay them fair amounts. Anyways. On that long rant aside, do we want to do a third sprint? Good Lord. Okay. Okay, so we can do a 24-minute sprint, or we can go real long and real ham, and we can do a 36-minute sprint. What would you guys prefer to do? 24 minutes or 36 minutes? I feel like I did that math wrong, but I did it right. I counted on my fingies. Counted on my fingers. Which one would you guys prefer for our third sprint of the day? Let me. Third sprint. Need to finish writing the draft under this blurb. Heck yeah. Third sprint. Third sprint of the day. How long would you guys like to go for? 26 minutes or 38 minutes? Was that what I said? I don't remember the numbers that I said. I trust you guys to know what I said. I trust y'all. Grace says 24. What about the rest of you? Also, I never asked. Can you guys hear me okay? How clear is this microphone? Does it get clearer as I get closer to it? I need to know. I need to troubleshoot this with y'all. Y'all need to give me feedback. Because I'm planning on doing something real fun with this soon. Oh, got 2 votes for 24. 24 sounds like a good third sprint number for me. Windy floor. Unless we get a wave of 30 whatevers. I don't remember the other one. I don't remember the other amount of time. But, all right. We ready to go? We ready to sprint, my friends? I think so. I think we're ready to go. All right. Enjoy your sprints, my friends. I will see you in 24 minutes. All right, friends. How we doing? Third sprint is done. Welcome back. Hello. How are we feeling? Where am I at word count wise? Ooh, we've hit 21,376 words. Damn. It's so satisfying to see the word count go up that fast. Every time I look, it's like a couple thousand higher. All just because I'm transcribing. I even like copy paste like whole sections that I don't have any edits on, just because it's easy and it goes faster that way. But how are y'all feeling? How was your sprint? How are things going? Oh, my elbow is hurting me because I was crocheting yesterday, and I guess the position that I was in just kind of made my elbow all achy breaky. But yeah, how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? I also, in the middle of that sprint, the sound of like, it sounded like a book kind of being pulled off my shelf a little bit, because my books make a sound sometimes when they're pulled off of the wall, but my shelves do that sometimes, and it scares me every time when they make noise, because if this ever came down, I would die. Probably literally too, because I sit here a lot. This is my desk. But having a little difficulty at the end of this blurb, but I have a completed version. That's so exciting. Yeah, definitely leave it to the side for a bit and come back to it and see if your brain has like reset itself, you know? Blurbs are always difficult. I have a little blurb up on my website that I've just kind of pulled out of nowhere for a second story, which is always fun, but I don't know if that's going to be like the final one. I got to figure out one that's going to go in the back of the book. So I'm going to have to run over that a few times. What do I have so far? Let me pull up my website. My Wi-Fi is slow. Sorry. It's slow because I'm on this. And Wix also is a slow website to deal with. Okay. So I have like, I don't have a blurb on the front page, but I do on the books page. Yeah, I have, what would you do to take control of your own life? I don't really like that like tagline, but it's there. After meeting as part of an adventuring party tasked to bring down a notorious royal assassin, the Shade, Arlias Damaris, and Finian Goldmark decide to take a vacation from their adventuring life together in a little seaside town called Arrowmount. There, they soon discover that the town and its people have wound their way around their hearts. That sentence bothers me so much because there's a lot of the and their sounds. But anyways, deciding to make a life among the sun-soaked cobblestones, Ari and Finn buy the local bookstore to breathe some life into its musty shelves. However, they realize that they might have gotten a bit more than they bargained for. From water damage and renovations to Finn's old life coming to haunt them, life in Arrowmount is not as calm as they thought. But with some help from the locals, Ari and Finn might just find their place along the sea. So, like, parts of it I like, but it's not, like, what I would probably put on the back of my book. I need to figure that out. I need to do that. There's so many things that I have to do. But yes. I got so many people in here from that email marketing thing. Wow, look at me. So many people. I should. Okay. Anyways, how about the rest of you? How did that sprint go for y'all? I'm intrigued to know. We got one more sprint today. I'm coming up on a chapter. I just started writing a chapter that I really, really enjoy. I'm wondering whether I'm going to have to split it in half, though. I don't remember how long this chapter is, word count wise. I'll have to see. But oh, goodness me. The rest of Saturday, I'm gonna try and read. I haven't read in a while. I need to read. I'm gonna try and see if I can like just polish a book off today. That would be so nice to actually like get another book finished, because I am apparently 2 books behind from my goal currently. I was looking at like the Goodreads thing, and not even the Goodreads thing, just my like goal that I have, which is 120 books this year. And that is I have to read 10 books a month. So, which is usually fine for me. That's like pretty average. But last year I had a few months where I didn't even read like 8. And that's rare. And it's because I was doing like writing things and like my mental health was bad. So there was extenuating circumstances, but I need to get back on my reading game that I was on at the early part of last year, because that was a great time. It was a great time of reading. Speaking of reading, what are y'all currently reading? I'm currently reading Witchmark? No, Windwitch. Windwitch. I had to look at it. It's the sequel to Truthwitch, which is here on my shelves. That's probably the one I'll try and finish today, so that I can get another book on the go. I also want to start reading Bloodmarked, which is the sequel to Legendborn. I want to start reading that because I finished rereading Legendborn this past week, which is exciting. Just reading all the things. That's all I want to do, is read all the things. Yes, I'm intrigued as to what y'all are reading. If y'all want to share. Amy is reading Percy Jackson for the first time. I can't believe I've never read them. Oh god, I love Percy Jackson so much. I hope you're really loving them, Amy. They're so good. Oh, My Rage by Sabat Tahir. Ooh, I've heard really good things about that book. I wasn't interested in it because I'm, again, not very interested in YA contemporaries anymore. But it is Sabat Tahir, and Sabat Tahir did write the Ember in the Ashes series, which I really, really love. But I've also heard that series is fantastic. So I love it. Fantastic. I hope y'all are enjoying those. My friend just got a bookcase and she's putting it together. And she just asked whether it needs to be mounted or not. And my one friend was like, "Nah, you don't need to mount it." And I'm sitting here like, you don't need to necessarily mount it, but you got to make sure that there's like shims under the legs so that it doesn't fall forward with the weight of books. If it was just like a shelf of decorations, I wouldn't be as concerned. But the fact that like you're putting books on it, it needs some sort of security, just in cases. Anyways, my friends, shall we dive into our last sprint of the day? I feel like I'm fading a little bit, so not like I haven't been yawning the whole time, but I feel like I'm fading and I need to not be looking at a screen for a little bit. So I'm gonna roll. Oh, I rolled a nat 1. That's funny. Okay, how do we feel about a 19-minute final sprint of the day? Just a little ending sprint to get us to the end, to cool us down. Are we all right with that, my friends? Let me get my share screen up here. 19 minutes should be a good little final sprint of the day. My goodness, we've done so much work today, friends. Look at us go. I'm proud of us. We always get so much work done on these Saturday sprints. Anyways, I will leave it here. I will see you in 19 minutes. Happy sprinting. Done and done, my friends. End of that sprint, and pretty much the end of the stream. How are we feeling? How do we feel today? How's everything going? I am nearly done this chapter, which I did need to split in two. It was quite beefy where I was, and I'm still not done it. So I split it in two. Everything's going great. And we're now sitting at 23,547 words. Wow, we're almost at 25K. Everything is great and dandy. Life is good. I love it. I love it. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. This has been absolutely delightful. Truly. Oh my goodness me. I want to say thank you, Grayson, for coming. I'm glad you could get a bunch of homework done. Love that. I love that these little productivity streams on Mondays are good and productive. This is not a Monday. It is a Saturday. Yeah, I need to be done. My brain is officially fried. Oh, well. All right, my friends. Well, again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And I will catch you next weekend. Let me see what's next weekend. I have a game night with my friends, but that does not coincide with my afternoon live stream. So I'll see you next weekend, same time, same place. And have a good week. Have a good rest of your Saturdays. Bye, friends.